Right, today we're making Korean fried rice. So, in order for this, you're going to need 1 red onion diced and 2 cloves of garlic. In this bowl here, we've got half a courgette finely chopped. We've also got 1 whole carrot finely chopped. Here we've got round about 2 whole chicken breasts which have been nicely thinly sliced, and we have here about 1 cup of kimchi. We also have 2 green chilies chopped, and we've removed the seeds so it's not too hot. Right, so to start we're going to take our whole onion and 2 cloves of garlic, and in here I've got 2 tablespoons of sesame oil and about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. So we add our onions and our garlic into that, and we're going to fry this off until it's nice and translucent. So we keep frying off our onions and our garlic. We want to make sure that it's nice and translucent so all those flavours start coming out. Right, they've cooked down nicely, so now we are going to add in our chicken breast. And we'll give that a stir, and we'll continue to fry until we get some nice colour on our chicken. Right, our chicken's been cooking for about 3 minutes now. As you can see, it's got a white colour. We can't see any pink. So at this point, we're going to add in our carrot, our courgette, and our green chilies. And again, we're going to keep frying this off until everything is nice and translucent and shiny. Right, we've been cooking our veg up for about 3-4 minutes now. Everything's starting to get nice and shiny. At this stage we're going to make a well in the middle, so I've pushed everything up to the side to make a nice space in the middle, and we're going to now add our kimchi. Right, we've added our kimchi, and we're going to just use the centre of that gap we've made. It's like a mini frying pan inside the frying pan, just to fry off our kimchi. We'll do this for about 3 minutes until it starts to get nice and colourful, and then once we've done that, we will bring everything in around it. One thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is we're also going to use, I have here about 1.5 cups of chopped peppers. I've got a mixture of green, red and yellow peppers, and they are all chopped up, so we're going to add them in a minute once we finish cooking off our kimchi and the vegetables. So just keep stirring that and working that round in the middle. Kimchi holds a lot of liquid, so at this point I find it easier just to turn up the heat ever so slightly. Sort of now, we have been cooking at a sort of medium heat to this point. Now we're going to go medium high, and that will just help our kimchi to cook off a little bit faster. Right, the kimchi's been cooking for a couple of minutes now, so now we're going to just stir everything together. We're keeping this on a medium-high heat, and we're just going to keep cooking everything off. We'll keep frying this for about another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we will be adding our peppers. Right, that's all been cooking for another few minutes. Now it's time to add in our peppers. So I'm going to add our peppers in now, and we'll just stir them in and keep frying. At this point, we are also going to add in about 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. So everything is nicely combined. At this point, just to add a little bit more flavour, we've got some garlic puree. So I'm going to add in roughly about 1 teaspoon of garlic puree. About that much should do it. And we'll just stir that in. Also, just to make sure we can get the last bit of liquid out of those veg, we're going to add in about a teaspoon of salt. Keep stirring that and frying that on a medium-high heat for about another 3 to 5 minutes. Right, that's carried on cooking for a bit longer, as after we added the salt, all the remaining water that was in the veg has come out and evaporated. So at this stage we're going to make another well in the middle by pushing everything up to the side of the wok, making a nice clear space in the centre, and this is where we're going to add our rice, because of course this is Korean fried rice after all. So to this we are going to add about a cup and a half to 2 cups of brown rice. You can use white if you want. I tend to use brown because it's just a bit healthier and it keeps with the healthiness of this dish with all the vegetables and the chicken breast. So we're going to add that now. Right, so we've added our rice into that well in the centre, and we're just going to keep stirring that and let that fry off in the centre just to get a little bit crispy, a little bit of colour to that. You want to do this for about 3 minutes. Right, so we fried that rice off. It ended up being about 1.5 to 2 minutes in the end, and now we're just starting to mix and combine everything together. We're going to continue frying this for around about another minute or two, and then we will be adding black bean sauce. Right, now we are going to add about 2 tablespoons, 1.5, tiny bit more, about 2 tablespoons of the black bean sauce. We're using the black bean stir fry sauce as it's got oyster sauce and soy sauce and a bunch of other flavours combined. So now we're going to stir that in and fry that off for about another 2-3 minutes, then we'll be ready to serve. Oh, and I've almost forgot, the one other thing we're going to add to this dish just to bring out some nice flavour is 1 tablespoon of Thai 7 spice. You can usually find this in any local supermarket or shop. So we've added that and we're just stirring that in now. Right, and our Korean fried rice is ready to serve. So now we're going to put this in a bowl and then top it off with a fried egg. And there we have our Korean fried rice.